Hello and welcome to Mutual Funds Sahi Hai presents Smart Nivesh, Sahi Nivesh, partnered by Times Network. Now, we're doing this very special segment called Mutual Fund Simple Hai. Now, what's this segment about? Basically, when you want to talk about mutual funds, there are a lot of myths out there. There are statements, but you never know whether they are actually facts or are they myths. So that is the aim of this very special segment, where we're going to be exploring one statement to find out whether it is a myth or a fact. And the statement that we're focusing on today is that mutual fund investments are only for the long term. Now, before we hear from an expert on that, let's go down, let's go talk to the people, let's hear what the public has to say about that statement.
नहीं, short period के लिए भी हो सकता है.
Mutual funds are for long-term investments, but you can also break them if you need the money.
Don't think so.
No, not really. Mutual fund investment can also be for the short term, depends on the goal which an individual has.
Yes, it is for long term because the wealth is built over long term.
Mutual funds can be invested the way you want.
No, it is a flexible this thing, and it can be for the short period of time.
All right, so we heard what the people have to say about that, but now joining me in studio is Madhu Nair. He's the CEO of Union AMC. Madhu, thank you for joining us. Your view on this statement, which says that mutual funds are only for long term, is that a myth? Is that a fact? What's your take?
Yeah, first of all, thanks Sumit again, for having me here on this show. I heard your question, and I think it's a myth. Why it's a myth? Because mutual fund is like a supermarket. You get everything. That's wherein over a period of time people will realize, because when you look at all the products, we have various kinds of products investing into various kinds of asset classes. It's not only a long-term solution kind of provider. For example, let's say, overnight funds, liquid funds. So if you even have a one-day kind of investment to make, overnight funds are there, which invest into overnight markets and give you that return. And similarly, liquid funds, anything up to 7 days, maybe 15 days, etc. Even for individuals as well as for corporates, businesses, especially, where the cash is lying in the bank, wherein in current accounts, etc., wherein it is, it's not a great proposition because you don't get any interest on that. But here you can earn, depending upon what the rates are. Then you have, short-term funds, all these fixed income funds, hybrid funds, etc., which are all, so again, depending upon what your horizon is, what your time period for investment is, you can choose your product. It is not only long-term, it can be short-term, anywhere between 1 day to 7 days to 15 days to
Absolutely.
3 months, depending upon that, depending upon whatever investor's choices.
And definitely, Madhu, but I'd love for you to elaborate a little bit more on the fact that what sometimes people also feel, why they feel it's for the long term, is that they feel that, okay, once I've put it, I'll leave it for a long time. But maybe they feel the redemption might take a long time. But redemption from mutual funds is also not long. I mean, it can happen in T+1 also for some funds. Just your thought on the liquidity aspect also of mutual funds.
Oh, that's another big factor. Mutual funds are bought for various reasons, but I think convenience is one of the biggest reason. Depending upon fund to fund or category to category, redemptions can range from T+1, which is your next day onwards, to T+2, which is so it is either 1 or 2 days. And underlying portfolios, and there are regulatory guardrails as well as internal fund houses guardrails on liquidity on the portfolio. So it is very much liquid. I think the underlying portfolios which we are talking about, and as well as the convenience is there. And mutual funds have been meeting redemptions, very, very effectively over years now. So liquidity is one of the most important features of a mutual fund scheme.
Fantastic, Madhu. Thank you so much for being a part of this, for shedding light on this important point. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The statement that mutual fund investments are only for the long term is a myth, and that myth has been busted here, along with Madhu Nair, on this special segment of Mutual Fund Simple Hai, which is a part of Mutual Funds Sahi Hai presents Smart Nivesh, Sahi Nivesh, partnered by Times Network. Thank you so much for watching.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.